morning, sixth graders.
Good morning.
We have a really, what I think is a beautiful project to do today. Yes, it does take some time because we have to create a grid unless you have graph paper at home. So I didn't have graph paper, so how I created a grid is these are 1 by 1 inch squares. So the easiest way to do that is with a ruler. I'm just gonna start it for you. I'm not gonna do the whole grid because it would take too long and then my video would end up being super duper long.
Yeah.
So all I did was I have my ruler here and I measured an inch over and then I put a dot at each inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a little, if you're using 8.5 by 11, there's gonna be a little part that's out, not quite an inch on one side. So I went ahead and then this is 8.5 by 11, so I'm able to fit in 11 inches here. So I do a dot at every inch, just like that, okay? So this is, I'm just doing dots. So now all you do is you draw a line from one side of the paper to the other. Try to be as straight as possible from those dots that you did, okay? So horizontal and then vertical. And you do that until your paper is filled up. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in I gridded out some paper for Lucas and me. So now we are going to have that already done so you don't have to watch me do a grid. Okay, all right, so we need to have a circle and I just grabbed this coffee cup. Here, let me put this up here. There so you can see that. So we're gonna go ahead and I put the coffee cup right about here. So there's no coffee in there, no, sorry. So it's up right here and I traced it. I traced it right over that grid. Okay, and I'll disconnect. Okay, I'm using Sharpie just so you can see better on the camera, but I would suggest using pencil, especially because when you create this tree, you are going to want to erase the grid that's inside the tree itself. So all we do to start the tree is I come up right about here, okay, and I draw a fairly organic line. It gets wider, so I'm angling it out a little bit as it gets down to the bottom. And I do the same thing on the other side.
Is it okay if it's a little off-centered?
That's fine. Just do however you can. And so now to create the branches, we're going to be doing Ys. Okay, so I start out on these two branches here. So I do a line that comes out like this and then a parallel line. Okay, I'll hold that up closer so you can see. And then I do I'm going to create a Y now, so I do a line out here, parallel line to that, and you can make it organic, meaning they don't have to be super straight lines. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Try not to make it look exactly like the one that you just did, okay? Maybe go down a little lower, make it a little skinnier or fatter on one side. So you're going to do that. You can feel this out. I'm doing another Y at the top. It's a little deeper. Okay, and so do some more branches exactly that same way. Again, look at it. Try to look at the big picture and see compositionally what will look the best with your tree. And remember, we're just creating Ys. Now with this branch, I'm deciding to do a Y, this branch here, Y at the top and a Y coming out. Like that. And then I guess I'll have a little bit of a Y here. Okay, nice. So then what you're going to do is you're going to erase that grid inside your tree trunk and inside your branches. Okay. Just like that. There you go, Lucas. Okay, so now we need to make designs inside of our tree trunk. So with most of the branches, I did curved lines coming down. Curve, 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 curve. And then I came down. Now I did leave some space on some of my branches to do different designs. I went very organic with this, meaning I did not overthink it. You can see I did some swirls, and then I have some lines coming out from it, and even little hearts. So I'll show you how I did that, just so you know. And also, you guys, you're gonna wanna erase that, that circle line that's inside your tree too. I can't because I use Sharpie, just so you can see. So if I did a little swirl, all I do is do a spiral line. And then I go around it to create just some organic looking bark. If you want to do a heart, I do kind of long hearts like this, and then I do those same lines along the side to create, again, some texture to the bark on our tree, okay? And I do that throughout. I fill up the branches and I fill up the trunk of our tree. Okay, so now the fun part, and I do have to say, I think it looks really great if you can do it in black pen. So if you do your tree first in pencil and then trace it with Sharpie, I think it looks awesome. So now what you're gonna do is inside the circle, you're going to do one color scheme. And on the outside, you're gonna do another color scheme. So what I chose to do was a warm color scheme. So warm colors, which are, Lucas?
Like orange, red, yellow.
Okay, orange, red, and yellow, and so therefore pink is also a red color, or excuse me, a warm color, because it's just red with white in it, right? And then they did cool colors on the outside.
Cool color. I mean, blue, purple, green.
Yep, blue, purples, and greens. Okay, and it ends up looking super neat. You can do the opposite, cool inside, warm outside. Or if you want to do something different, you can do monochromatic colors. So let's say you pick green, then you would do dark to light greens on the outside, and then maybe you could do the complementary color in that, which is actually red, right? All different shades of red. Whatever color schemes you want to do. So anyway, have fun with this.
Yeah.
It does take a little time to color it in, but it looks beautiful. It doesn't take too much time, okay? I did this probably about half an hour. So you can do this too, not a big deal. And it ends up being, again, a really beautiful little picture. It's almost worth framing, I think. So anyway, 6th grade, have an awesome, awesome day drawing, and see you later. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Bye.